The extended game week 33 of the 2025-26 English Premier League season has finally concluded, and it sees us once again witness another major seismic shift in the title race. Teams starting to pull away in the race for the Champions League, and a huge ripple effect in the race for survival, which has seen two teams get their relegation status confirmed, and we'll see them drop down into the SkyBet Championship next season. We start off with the West London derby between Brentford and Fulham. Keenly contested battle between two teams who are hoping to be in the European places come the end of the season, and it ended goalless at the Xtra Community Stadium. Leeds United took on their relegation rivals Wolverhampton Wanderers at Ellen Road. Leeds on a fine run of form, extended that and prepared in the best way possible for their FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea with a 3-0 win that ended up relegating Wolves to the SkyBet Championship. Newcastle United faced Bournemouth at St James's Park. Newcastle were hoping to finally put another smile on the faces of their fans following a string of poor results, but alas, it wasn't the case as the Cherries left Tyneside with 3 points thanks to a 2-1 victory. Tottenham Hotspur and Roberto Di Zerbi welcomed Brighton to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Roberto Di Zerbi was taking charge of the Lady Whites in his first home game against his former side, and saw Spurs take the lead and hold on up until the 95th minute when Kaoru Mitoma broke their hearts to not only see the Seagulls leave London with a point, but once again extend Spurs' winless run in 2026 in the Premier League to another game week and see them still find themselves in the relegation zone. Before we wrapped up Saturday's games with a clash between two of the teams fighting for the UEFA Champions League slots, as the World Club Cup champions Chelsea welcomed Manchester United to Stamford Bridge. A goal by Matthias Cunha and another assist from Bruno Fernandes was enough to see the Red Devils leave London with 3 points and get the knife in Liam Rosenior's back being twisted further. Sunday's game saw Aston Villa and Sunderland play out a thrilling match that saw 7 goals and ended with the Villains just about edged this one 4-3 to Aston Villa to keep them on the heels of Manchester United and in the Champions League slot. The first ever Merseyside derby at the Hill Dickenson Stadium saw Liverpool and Everton battle it out before the Toffees unfortunately met a sticky end thanks to a 100th minute winner from Virgil van Dijk, the captain of Liverpool, to see the Reds go back to Anfield with huge bragging rights and the double over their city rivals. Another relegation battle took place at the City Ground this time around, with Nottingham Forest fighting Burnley. 5 goals in this one. Burnley took the lead only to see Morgan James White inspired Forest hit them back. James White sealing a hat-trick to give his side a 4-1 victory, give them the best preparation possible ahead of their Europa League semi-final against Aston Villa for the main Super Sunday clash between the title rivals Manchester City and Arsenal at the Etihad. So Ryan Cherky put Manchester City ahead before a Donnarumma mistake allowed Kai Havertz to apply pressure and get the equalizer mere minutes later. Ended the first half 1-1. Feistiness and passion was all around in the second half, and Erling Haaland did what he does best to give City a priceless win and a huge shift in momentum at the expense of the Gunners. That result left City 3 points behind Arsenal and having a game in hand that they would play out against Burnley later on in the game week. Monday Night Football saw another London derby, this time between Crystal Palace and West Ham United, and it ended goalless at Selhurst Park to see West Ham move 2 points away from Spurs in the last place for survival and give themselves a bit of a cushion heading into the next game week. Tuesday saw Chelsea visit the Amex, hoping to not only score some goals but get themselves back in the race for the Champions League position. Alas, it was not to be, as not only did they lose 3-0 at the Amex Stadium to Brighton, but saw their opponents overtake them in the league standings as a result, and that result got the Chelsea head coach Liam Rosenior relieved of his duties at the helm of the club. And then Wednesday night saw 2 games take place. Bournemouth played Leeds United United, both teams on a very good run of form, and the results saw the Spurs shared as a Sean Longstaff equalizer in the 97th minute ensured that Leeds United left with a 2-all draw and a share of the point. Before we saw Turf Moor host Burnley and Manchester City's Premier League encounter. An early Haaland goal was enough to not only send Manchester City to the top of the Premier League table on goal difference ahead of Arsenal, but also condemn Burnley to another relegation right after getting them promoted from the Championship. Burnley returned to the Championship alongside Wolves, and that means we have only one team left to see drop down into the Championship for next season. Which result stood out the most for you, ladies and gentlemen? Do share your thoughts in the comment section. My name is James of TVS Sports Extra. Connect with us on Facebook, on Threads, on Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. It's been a pleasure bringing this video to you. Stay blessed, stay safe, and bye for now.